Yeah. Hello, this is Joyce Chow with MBN and News Video Web. Today we're here with Christine Reed with Platinum Image Services. And of course, the hottest accessory, of course, for this season are lashes.
Yes, yes. I love lashes.
You do? We've got so many to choose from. Okay. A lot of times when people are looking at lashes, I know, Christine, for me, I mean, you deal with people with lashes all the time.
Yes, yes.
And, you know, it's a lot of times it's kind of like, well, where do you start? Because I want my lashes to look gorgeous, right?
Well, yeah, and some people, they say they want them to be thicker or longer, but then they don't really understand that.
What it means.
Yeah.
Can any person, no matter what, the shape of their eye, have long, luscious lashes?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So when you're looking at lashes, there's probably a couple different ways you can go about it. One is you can just get mascara, right? And there's all different types of mascara. We'll go into the different types of mascara and the brushes, and that will be a whole different feature.
Yes, we're going to do that next time.
And then the other part is sometimes people think, well, let me go ahead and put on false eyelashes. Now, they can either have them done by somebody else or have them do it themselves. Now,
Yes.
Obviously, an additional person is involved if somebody else is doing it. But is it easy to do it yourself?
It's really easy to do it yourself. It just, takes a steady hand and practice. One of the things that I like to show people is to use lashes that are not one by one, but in clumps.
Right.
And if you start out with these, rather than going straight into these,
Okay.
sometimes it's easier.
Okay.
Because
now
then you can just put a few.
Now, when you say going into these, I've heard different places say, "Oh, it's so yesterday to have a whole set of lashes where you just put them on like a line." Is that true?
Well, I don't think that it's yesterday, but I think that a lot of times when you apply these lashes, which is what we're talking about right now, people, they don't bend them. And sometimes like just cutting them a few times will make them look a lot more natural, because when you just lay them on your eye, then it's going to look like there's just this big line.
Oh.
And there's so many different.
Bend them?
Yeah. Definitely, we're going to go into all, when I show how to put them on, then we'll go into that.
Because part of it, I know when you're looking at lashes and you're looking at the shelf, so you're looking all, after a while, they're kind of confusing. Because they have a lot of different lengths.
Well, the other thing that's great is that what I like to do is I like to take two separate things of lashes, and I'll combine them. Like if you have a really big event, you'll put one on top of the other, and I'll show you how to make that, and it looks amazing to have more than one. And you can cut them and make them look, like sometimes what I do is I will take my lashes like that, and I will cut them up.
Right.
And so whenever I do my lashes,
that's what all those are.
Whenever I do lashes and there's a spot, then I'll just simply already have it cut and I'll just fill it in.
Oh, interesting.
So you can actually cut the rack also and use those.
Is that what you call them, a rack?
Yeah, that's a rack.
The rack.
So your boobs, right?
It sounds kind of funny. So, actually, that's kind of interesting. You sit there and cut them all up.
Yeah, I cut them up, and if there's like a space or something doesn't quite look perfect. Most of the time, if you're doing your own lashes, just one is enough. One rack is enough. But if it's something like a photo shoot or something really important, you're doing a movie or something, then you want to use.
And you probably want to have somebody else doing it too.
Yeah, well, most of the time, I mean, depending on what you're doing, people will do it for you if you're doing a movie or something. But if you have to do it yourself, I'm going to show you the easiest way to do it yourself.
I feel like I'm here for Eyelash University. Christine, you have all of these lashes here, and they're in a way almost kind of overwhelming. Because I mean,
this is like a tenth of what I have too. This is just to kind of show the difference in the lashes. These are not free. So whenever you're going to look,
free?
They're not free. There's no knot. Like here, these actually don't have a knot. Here, see how these have a knot? So I'm going to show you that. So whenever you're looking for lashes, you want to decide, do you want a line on the inside of your eye?
Oh, is that when you get one that doesn't say knot free?
Right, if it doesn't say knot free, then it probably has a knot. And these are made a little bit better, and so you're not going to be able to see the actual roots. So more than likely, no one will know that you have them on if they're not free.
Oh, because sometimes people really kind of want to see a line.
Yeah,
at the lashes.
And it depends on what kind of look you're going for. If you want a really natural look, and a lot of people, if you have brown lashes, then, or blonde hair, then you want not free.
Okay.
Because, you know, if you're
It's
really
more
trying to
natural.
go for a natural look.
Can you add mascara onto false eyelashes?
You can, and when you do that, I recommend to use a regular paintbrush. You can get like any makeup brush or a fan brush and cut it at an angle here, and then cut it, you know, on each side and make it to where it has just a tad bit of an angle as short as you can. And then what you can do is when you have your false lashes on, instead of using the actual wand,
Right.
it's going to pull the lashes off and then the glue won't stay.
Oh.
So, and I'll show you how to paint that on later, but that's the best thing to use is just a regular brush, and you can cut that for yourself with the mascara.
So when you put the mascara, so you apply the mascara with the brush, and when you do that, so you take the mascara and apply it onto the brush, and then
You
just
apply it
tap
onto the brush, and then usually I recommend you hold this over your eye, and then you can paint your lashes like this.
Oh, just like you're painting.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So that way you're holding something with the lashes, and when I actually do the lashes, then you'll be able to see it.
Oh, it's also, if you don't have a really steady hand, it's so you don't put the mascara all over your face. And then, right? And then you have to start all over and clean it off.
No, it's perfect. It's the best. It's my makeup artist that I actually learned a lot from, and she worked at Sunset Gower Studios. She taught me that, and it's saved me so many times, especially if you're doing other people. It's really great if you're a makeup artist because you don't have to, and you can clean this brush really easily.
So, is it easier to, or more difficult to apply the individual ones versus the whole rack?
You can do everything easy if you know how to do it. So the first thing, and if you're going to do underneath lashes, that was the other thing I wanted to show. A lot of people don't know that there's a difference. These are underneath, for the underneath lashes.
Okay.
And when you apply these, the best thing to do is to have a set of tweezers and a curved tool.
Okay.
And you can get this curved tool from Nova Lash, and when you pull it off, you pull it off like this, then you're actually going to take it and you want to curve it to where your eye is, and you want to measure it on your eye and see if it's short enough first, because you don't want it, like say if I was going to put it on you,
Let's see, right.
so it would be this eye, and you would want to make sure that it was, see it's a little bit long, so then your next step would be to cut it before you apply it.
Now, I've seen before on lashes, sometimes they say like an L and left and right. Does that really make a difference?
Yes, it really makes a difference, because see right here, see how it's shorter?
Oh,
It's
on
shorter
one side
here.
than the other.
So this is going to go on your left eye. So whenever you look at the package, you're going to know that's your right and that's your left.
Okay.
And you can't really cut the bottom lashes beforehand. Like I said, you could cut the top ones, because you don't really have any lashes there. And so
She's
when we
talking
go to
about my lashes already.
no, nobody has lashes on their bottom hardly at all. So I'm going to cut the end, and you always, or actually I'm going to cut the inside. You always kind of want to look, where do you have more lashes? And you want to cut the opposite, because you don't want it to show.
Oh, interesting.
And then you just kind of curve it. And I always use Duo glue. It's the best glue. If you're not
like
doing
DUO or
DUO.
Okay. Why do you
And
like
it's
that
the
one?
white one. It just works. Like it makes the lashes stay on. It doesn't make my eyes watery. And you can get it anywhere. You can get it at any Rite Aid or
Oh, really?
grocery store.
Oh, that's cool. So, of course, anytime you have glue, the next question is, what do you use to remove the glue? If you get too much glue somewhere else other than where it's supposed to be?
We're going to talk about that.
Not that you would do that, but I'm talking about for most people if they're learning how to.
Well, you can use makeup remover. Usually, like
That's the way you're applying, putting that on.
So yeah, having your tool sideways. See how the curve is right here.
Yeah.
And then when you're doing it to yourself, it's the same way. So you could actually do it to yourself. But I'm going to go ahead and apply it on you.
Okay.
Look up. And what you're going to do is you're going to kind of apply it over the lash. And these are not going to look natural at all.